Hello everyone, I'm going to be playing Pokemon Scorched Silver, except it's going to be on Nuzlocke, so sit back and relax and enjoy the video. So to start off, the game wants my name, so I'm just gonna give it Haniel since that's literally all I give my characters whenever I play a game. Now I wake up in my new room and notice the PC, so I decided to go grab the potion that's inside the PC and then go outside. After adjusting the clock, that is. After adjusting the clock to the right time, I then next begin my Pokemon journey. So I went downstairs and greeted my mom. After being suspicious of the other room, I then next met my mom. And today, I'm going to get my very first Pokemon, but apparently it's so dangerous for me to go outside alone, so she calls my brother over. After shouting Shane's name, he finally came down and confronted Mom, and Mom told him to protect me until I reached the Pokemon lab in order to get my very first Pokemon. Shane at first was displeased at this, but after being forced by my mother, she decided to finally take me there. So after meeting up with Shane outside, he decided to finally take me to a Pokemon lab while showing me a bunch of cool areas in the game, even though I already know half of them. So after reaching the lab, he then next told me to go back home all by myself, even though he knows I might get mauled by a wild Pokemon or a wild Pidgey. Either way, it's his responsibility. If I get hurt, I'll just complain to Mom. So after meeting up with Professor Elm, he told me that I can pick one of these three starter Pokemon, and so I decided to choose Cyndaquil as my very first Pokemon. So I decided to name Cyndaquil after a Murder Jones character named Sin, since I thought Sin was really cool. So I named it after him. I named it after her. So after having my very first Pokemon, Professor Elm told me whether or not I can give a notebook to his grandson all the way in Violet City, since he's studying in the ruins of Alpha and wants me to go there and give it to him. So after that, I decided to go and try to catch my very first Pokemon, which was a Rattata, which I'm disappointed in, because I wanted to have a very powerful Pokemon, but I caught it anyway since that's just a waste of encounter. So I decided to look around, try to see whether or not I can find any more Pokemon, but so far the only thing I found were a bunch of Zigzagoons, even more Zigzagoons, until, oh my god, that's a Trico. I need that. So I'm banning the very first, well, I think it's the very first rule in my very own Nuzlocke was to only catch the first Pokemon per route. I immediately got Trico and made him join in the team. So I decided to name him Tad after another Murder Drones character, which I hope I spelled it right. And after making it back to my hometown, it turns out she was actually waiting for me and won a Pokemon battle, except I lost, obviously. And I went to his room and I'm traumatized, and I went to talk to my mom about Shane's behavior and the poster. So after complaining to my mom about Shane's behavior, I decided to go to Violet City, but before that I decided to put Rattata, or Rat, in the PC since one, I won't need him anymore. And after confirming where I needed to go, I went there immediately and decided to pick a bunch of berries and then replant them, because one, I will need them in future, and found myself a new team member. P-Dove. So after beginning it and getting it to red HP, I decided to catch it, but realizing I don't have any Pokeballs, I just killed it. So hooray for me for learning Smokescreen. So after dodging a bunch of trainers and making it all the way up, and well, talking to Mr. Pokemon right over here. Hey Mr. Pokemon, I thought you were in, I don't know, Hoenn. So after realizing I couldn't progress any further and got myself beaten up by this kid, well, technically I won, but still, I didn't know where to go, so I went back to the couple's house and he gave me a bunch of berries, but other than that was it. So yeah, I didn't know what to do, so I went back to the Pokemon Center, healed my Pokemon, and till next episode, I'm just going to be staying here and trying to figure out what am I supposed to do next. And I know this is only a 4-minute long video, but originally it was 20 minutes long, so I had to shorten it this much. So yeah, bye.